Hi, welcome to the Crafts channel. My name's Corinne Brad, and if you're anything like me, you do spend a lot of your morning drinking coffee. And I like proper coffee, but I can't stand having to wash up the cafetiere. So I've made some little reusable coffee bags. And you simply put a couple of teaspoons of ground coffee in there, pop it in your mug, pour the water through the bag, and you can lift it up as your water level gets higher, leave it in there to brew, and then simply pull the drawstring and pop your coffee bag out. And then all you need to do is turn it inside out to get rid of the grinds and give it a wash through with hot water. Now, as you can see, it will stain because this bag was originally this colour. But tea and coffee both stain. Don't use your favourite fabric, but this is a great stash buster. And actually, I say don't use your favourite fabric. I really love this fabric. It came with a border print, so I've got my little scalloped edges up the top. Now, this is an organic cotton. I've used 100% cotton for the drawstring on it as well. If you're in any doubt as to whether or not your fabric is suitable for a tea or coffee bag, I suggest you let it soak in some boiling water, or even boil it up for a little while on the stove, just to take any dressing out of it or any chemicals made in the production of it. But you can make them any size. I will put a template in the description below to show you the size that we've done ours and where the fold lines are. But these pieces of fabric are about 16 by 12. And all you need to do is finger press down about 3mm on the top, and then finger press down about another centimetre. And do the finger pressing first, because it will give you a guide as to where to sew. Now, these are some that I have actually properly pressed with an iron. You need to undo your pressing, fold the fabric right sides together, and just line up that last pressed hemline and pop a pin in it. And then you can stitch with a straight stitch along the bottom and up to that finger pressed line. So what you have now is you've got an open top, and you need this top to be open to put your drawstring through. But to avoid any rough edges, just finger press back along the line of your seam, and normally with most projects I would glue this. I don't really want glue in my coffee, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run very carefully a line of stitching along that hem and back over the other side, to keep that in place. And then what you need to do is turn your bag the right way round. And the reason we do this is because, with the best will in the world, this bag is too narrow to fit over your feed bed. So I need to refold along my pressed lines, and I need to pin it on the inside of the bag, because it's much easier to sew something like this when you can see the rest of what you're sewing above the needle. You try and sew it inside out, you do risk catching portions of the bag while you're sewing. And it's a right pain, because you then have to take them apart and start again. And just watch where you place your pins, because you don't want to get them under your foot. And that's why it's a very good idea to properly press those folds to start with, because when you're trying to fold something down, a hem down or something as small as that, it's much easier if you've got a guideline to follow. So I'm just going to move my needle position right over to the left so that I can get in nice and close to this seam. And I've lined that bottom hem up to the inside of the left side of my foot. Talking of feet, mine has run away. There we go. And you can see what I mean about it being easier to have the fabric where you can see it instead of folded underneath this bag and you not knowing where it is. So it's a little bit fiddly, but once you've made a few, it's actually much quicker. And this is the same technique as you can use on any drawstring bag. You've sewn your channel, but what you've done is you've left a nice, neatly hemmed hole on the inside of your channel for you to put your drawstring through, like here. And then all you need is, say, some 100% cotton. If you've got a darning needle or a blunt-ended needle, that's quite handy. The other thing I've found is also to prevent piercing the fabric as you're doing it, you actually turn the needle the other way around and thread the eye through first, obviously once you've threaded your cotton inside it. Pull your needle out. Decide on the length of drawstring you want and just tie it in an overhand knot. Trim your ends up and there you go. Very easy, great stash buster, and they don't have to be the size that we've done. You can make them slightly smaller, you can make them taller if you've got a really tall coffee cup, but either way you can use them for tea or coffee, and you just let the leaves or the grinds infuse inside the bag until it's reached the strength that you want. So enjoy that, enjoy your coffee, enjoy watching us, come and see us again very, very soon. In the meantime, keep safe and keep drinking coffee. Thanks. If you've been inspired to create, please share your makes with us in the comments section below. And if you've enjoyed videos by the Crafts channel, hit the like button. Want to see more of us? Then click subscribe. See you next time.